Okay, here's your hearing aid. What I'm going to do is point out a few things. And what you have here is the hearing aid itself. You have the remote. You have a wall charger for the remote. You have a car charger for the remote. You have some manuals. You have some spare tubing, which is this piece here, which just unscrews from the brown part of the hearing aid. And I don't know the proper term, but I call them little flanges. That's just kind of push onto the end if it gets extremely dirty. And then you have a little just carrying case and spare batteries, and I have a whole box over here of batteries that should last you quite a long time. Each battery lasts about 3 to 5 days of continual use. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the manual here as my guide, so I know I can work in this area and show you some stuff. Okay, so what we have, I'm going to set the chargers to the side, take the Mylar off the front of the remote. There's a button on the side, you press it and it turns on. If you have the hearing aid on, it's a volume button. The up and down basically turn the volume up and down, and I'm not sure if that's showing up through there. Yeah, so up and basically is increasing what you can hear. Now the side arrows are the different programs. That's speech and noise. So if you're trying to listen to somebody talk and there's background noise, that's music, and that's mute. So if somebody's talking effing nonsense and you don't want to hear it, just mute it. And you can do the same things to run through the programs with the hearing aid. Once it's on your ear, and this is inserted in the ear, there's a little black thing on top. You can press that, and that will cycle through the programs just as if you hit them on the remote control. Alright, so to activate the hearing aid, to turn it on and off, you open the door, and I have a spare battery here somewhere. Oops, I don't know what I did with it. So, a battery out. So I'll just take a battery out of one of the packs that it just got a little trap door on the back, individual. What you do is you take the little brown tape off. Probably should have some good reading glasses on. And then you'll see there's a little door, a little area, and so the short end goes in first. Just push it in, and that's how you turn the battery or the hearing aid on and off. The only way to turn it on and off is put it in. Now it's on. Open the door. So if you're not using it, just open the door and leave it lay. Okay, so that's the battery, and that's pretty much it. So the fat part of the hearing aid goes behind the ear, and you may have to adjust this a little bit to get it, because it's only for the left side. These tubes are only designed to go to the left ear. So hopefully most of your hearing loss is in your left ear, not your right. But you can also get right tubing if you want to switch it to right side. Like I mentioned, here's the spare tubes, and there's a little green thing in there that's used to kind of poke through and make sure there's no earwax in there, and little flanges, and your little case if you're not using it. Remember, take the battery out, and you know, you really don't need the remote. I use it once in a while when I was in a meeting. I could turn it up or down if I need to hear something that was really important. A lot of times I muted it because people just talk nonsense. So that's pretty much it. And like I mentioned, the top, it's got a little black thing, so if it's on your ear, you can just press down through it. It'll cycle through the programs speech and noise, music. I forget the other ones already. But that's pretty much it. If it gets wet, I have a little jar. I only have one, but I use it for my current hearing aids. Basically the same principle as a bag of rice. I forget what they call that stuff, but it keeps it dry. So you don't want to swim with it. You don't want to take a shower with it. If it gets wet a little bit in the rain, that's okay, but just stick it in something to dry it, and that's about it. So hopefully it works for you. You'll be able to hear. Remember, it just goes like that. Oh, and on the new tubing, you'll see an extra. I'll pull one out here. You'll see an extra little. So the tubing goes here. That screws in there. Here's the little flangey part. But you see this extra piece. That's used to just wrap inside your ear if it's moving a lot. Most of the time, or every time, I've just snipped that off. I haven't used it, that piece there. So hopefully that is coming through on the video. So that's it. Any questions when you get it, let me know. The remote is charged, but once it gets to you, it might need to be recharged, and that you just charge it with the wall charger. And if you're out and about, there's a car charger. It is kind of neat to have the remote. And now I'm going to take the battery out. Just give a little flick there. Put this brown thing back on it. And stick it back in the box. So you have a new battery. Alright, I will get this in the mail shortly, and I haven't figured out if I'll probably just put this on YouTube and then you can watch it. That's it. Welcome to the world of better hearing. I'm your host, Joe Salceder.